This game is possibly one of, if not the hardest game I have ever played on Roblox. We spent weeks trying to beat this game. And sure, there are probably plenty of other people who have beaten this game before and have done it much quicker. And that's fine. But you know what isn't fine? Not clicking that really awesome subscribe button. Only 4% of you are subscribed, so do it. It's free and it only takes a few seconds. Get out of here. In all seriousness, this took a long time to make, and I would appreciate it if you did like and sub. So, alright, now on with the rest of the video. Okay, so some quick background info before we really get into things. Fnaf 2 Doom is a Roblox version of a Doom mod named, well, Fnaf 2 Doom. There are also other Doom mods for Fnaf 1, 3, and 4, all of which were made by Scorn Demon over 6 years ago. But then in 2022, a Portuguese Roblox YouTuber by the name of Caio Opaleiro BR began working on Roblox versions of these mods. Now, I haven't played the original Doom mods, but from what I can tell, they look really impressive. So when Dumb and Dumber finally get PCs, we'll probably play them. So without further ado, this is Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Doom. Now, as you could probably guess, this game controls a lot like a Doom game, and for Roblox, it's actually really impressive. You can use shift to sprint and control to crouch. Jumping doesn't really do anything unless you're in very specific situations, but for the most part, you don't really need to jump at all. Now, the way this game works is actually more like trying to hide from your drunk stepdad than actual Five Nights at Freddy's, because there are no cameras, and you can just walk around the building as you please. That is, until the animatronics wake up. Then, either you're running for your life or hiding for as long as possible. The strategy we had the most success with was hiding in the bathroom vents as if we were trying to get a peek at Toy Chica. Now, this strategy has many upsides, but it also has many downsides, the marionette being the main one. Needing to be kept charged just like the regular game, however, you can't do that in the comfort of your office because, like I just mentioned, there are no cameras and you could just walk around. So, in order to recharge the marionette, you have to walk up to the box and spam this little button next to it. But the reason why this is a problem is because the moment an animatronic sees you, it'll enter this mode we dubbed passive chase, where they follow you and can kill you, but they're not very fast. But if you run within a certain vicinity of an animatronic, no matter what, they will start actually chasing you. And this might not seem that bad, just don't use sprint. Then you realize these guys just roam wherever they want, it seems like. And if you're not smart, they can and will cut you off. And it's usually really hard to make substantial distance when they're in the passive chase, or not even getting spotted at all in later nights. As each night progresses, obviously, it gets harder. Every night introduces one or two new characters you have to keep track of and avoid, with a few special ones I'll get into in a bit. The first night, it's just Freddy, Chica, and Bonnie. Then night 2, Withered Foxy. Then on night 3, Balloon Boy. And then Mangle, and much later into the night, the Withers on night 4. With all of them just waking up sooner on night 5, and then Golden Freddy on night 6. Now, let's talk about those special characters I mentioned earlier. Those being Withered Foxy, Balloon Boy, Mangle, Golden Freddy, and the Marionette. Now, Withered Foxy is probably the worst out of all of them in my opinion. He doesn't have a passive chase mode, and the instant he sees you, he starts chasing after you, where he does the actual MW2 G-Walk and stays right behind you, preventing you from ever slowing down until the rare occurrence he de-aggros. It's so hard to get him off, because whenever another animatronic chases you, it also triggers Foxy. So it kind of makes this paradox loop where because you can't slow down when Foxy's chasing you, it makes everyone else chase after you as well because you're sprinting. Then because everyone else is chasing you because you're sprinting, when Foxy eventually does stop, he immediately starts back up again because you've already got the entire Pride Parade behind you. Despite the fact that you do indeed have a flashlight with limited use, it's actually kind of useless. So instead of Balloon Boy taking your battery life, he walks up to you, laughs at you, and sends SEAL Team 6 after you, activating every animatronic currently awake and instantly aggroes them on you, which includes Foxy. Even when we were on the final night, after all of our experience, it was still Balloon Boy and Foxy who got us killed. Then we have Mangle, who is more crippled, slow, and useless than Ricky Berwick when he was a fetus. Mangle is somehow so useless and dumb, but also one of the most effective Roblox sometimes. Mangle always constantly follows you. Despite being incredibly slow, they can eventually get pretty close if you're not paying attention. Mangle basically forces you to be on the move constantly, which was kind of fun to figure out where to relocate to without being spotted at first, but as more animatronics wake up, either you just try to get Mangle stuck in a corner or something, or hope you can relocate without getting spotted by anyone else. On night 5, there aren't any new characters, the only difference being the animatronics wake up like a few seconds earlier. So going into night 6, you might expect just the same thing again, which does seem to be the case until...
Well...
What the? Golden Freddy. Now, even though night 6 is probably the night we spent the most time on, Golden Freddy doesn't aggro and behave anything like the other animatronics. Seemingly randomly, he'll either float towards you, kind of just roam around aimlessly, sit there doing nothing, or go invisible. When the puppet meter depletes, the marionette doesn't just instantly kill you. Unfortunately, the one time we were able to see the marionette for an extended period of time was when it was chasing me, so I don't have a lot of footage of it. But all you have to know is it's like playing tag on the playground, and you're the last one who's not it, and the super fast sport kid is right behind you. You have to take every evasive measure possible in order to avoid the marionette, which even then you're probably still gonna die. The final night is simply titled Golden Freddy. I think other than night 6, this is probably the night we spent the most time on. Over the course of weeks, hours of playing this game, Golden Freddy Night put all of our gathered knowledge and experience into question. All of our strategies that we had been developing for so long at first seemed useless. The thing that sets Golden Freddy Night apart from the other nights, or just at night 7, is all the animatronics wake up at the exact same time, very early into the night as well, making the task of staying hidden and keeping up the marionette box extremely difficult. And through many failed attempts, we finally did do it by just doing the same strategy we'd been doing the whole time. Although, we did get lucky. So, what are the final takeaways from this game and this video? Well, this is an extremely impressive Roblox game that is not only well made, but a really good Fnaf fan game on its own. And I don't know if I'm excited to play the other Fnaf Doom games, or I'm just happy it's finally over. I highly encourage you to check out this game with some friends. There's a link in the description below. So, yeah, goodbye.
I need a moment of silence.
Cause coming in hot like I'm fucking in silence. Be the world's worst boy band, I must be honest. I got nothing to hide, opposite Drake and Adonis. Fans said we falling off, I guess we faking the comments. New bitch, she half Greek, like I'm dating with Giannis. Yeah, new favorite group, don't set the bar too low. My girls got a crew low, my boys get it checked. Man, I'm at the crib watching Zach and Cody with my